Yes, welcome my dear students. Today we are going to be learning about HTML frames. Okay, it is HTML frames. So what is a frame? You are having a photo frame. In our HTML, frames means I am dividing my display content. Okay, I am dividing the browser into sections. If I want to divide the browser into different sections, then not as in sections. Okay, if you want to divide your browser into a parts, then you are going to be using this frames concept. Okay, let us see here what is the definition says. Frames allow for multiple .html documents to be displayed inside of one browser window at a time. So by using this frames concept, I can display multiple document file in one browser. This means that one page has no content on it, but rather tells the browser which web page you would like to open. So to understanding the better, I'm opening one website here. The W3 school is there. You're seeing, okay, so many frames are exist here. This is one frame. This is one frame. Okay, please observe here. This is one frames. These are the links it consists. Okay, and this is also one frame. Got it? So then how to do these frames? By using the frames concept. If I click any of the topic here, where it is displaying, it is displaying here. Okay, all these are the concept of frames. All these are the concept of frames. Okay, we will see how to do this by understanding carefully. Okay, now yes, now we will see this sample of how to execute this multiple HTML document as frames. Okay, multiple HTML documents as frames. Now frames are most typically used to have a menu in one frame and content in another frame. So this is what it is suggesting as what exactly we are seeing. This hyperlinks is called, I am treating as a menu. Whenever I'm clicking here, it is opening the content, right? So it is acting as a menu, and this portion is acting as a content to be displayed. Okay, but actually it is a hyperlinks. Okay, but my one page is treated as a frame. Okay, and I have divided into a multiple frames. Got it? So if I click here, the content is displaying here. So then this part is treated as a frame for content display. Okay, yes, likewise you can able to do. When someone clicks a link on the menu, that web page is then opened on the content page. Now that is the thing we have seen in this example. For example, let me take this example. For this we have to suppose to create two HTML files. Okay, let me create two HTML files. Let me check whether in my browser is there. I do not have any content. I'm having here, right? Here the web folder is there. I'm having background. This is my one web page. This is one web page first, and the second is, this is also one my web page table. This is also one web page, and third, this is a one web page. Okay, now I want all these content should be placed within one web browser. If I want to do that, then we will see this example. Then how to treat the web page as frames. Okay, for this I'm copying this code and I will little modify, and while modifying I will explain the contents. Okay, yes, I'm taking the notepad and I'm pasting here. Please observe carefully. Now this is HTML. It consists of a head, and we have closed, and I'm giving the title. It is always better frame set. I'm giving it as a frame set. Okay, yes, title close and head close. Now I'm in the frame set. It doesn't consist of a body. Whether body is there, let me take it as a body. It is always better to take as a body. I'm taking body. Within the body I'm defining the frame set tag. Okay, in the frame set tag, what I am exactly doing, This is the frame set tag. If I want to divide your browser into a frames, then we have to take frame set tag. Here the frame set tag, I am using the attribute calls. Then how to display? In the column wise. If you see here, this is one column and this is another column. Okay, first column and second column, and this is one row. Okay, one row, two columns. Clear? Right. Now let me take here the calls. I am specifying the first portion should occupy 30%. So if I treat this web page is of 100%, this web page is of 100%, I'm considering this is of 20% and this rest content is of 80%. Okay, so now I am taking the 30% for the first column and the rest is supposed to take as a 70%. If I am mentioning the star means the rest is, if I take whole as an 100%, then the rest is taken as a star means 70% will be taken here. Okay, so now I am dividing my browser. Let me save this with frames.html. I am saving frames dot, whether it is visible, yes, please see here frames.html, where I am storing. I am storing in my desktop. In desktop I am having web page, right? I am storing it as a frames.html. okay, I am saving. Okay, where I have stored is notify. I am minimizing this now. Now I am taking my frame sets. Okay, this is my frames HTML file, right? I am opening my file. Open with Google Chrome. Is there any content? It doesn't consist of any content, right? It doesn't contain any content to display. For displaying purpose, what I am doing is I am taking the source. Source is always says the address of a HTML file to display. I do not have menu.html as well as content.html. In this place, what I am doing is I am taking first.html and second.html file. Okay, I have to open it with Google Chrome and I am identifying the address. What is the address? This is the address of first.html file. I am copying and I am pasting in my frames source. What is the source? Source stands for the address of the page should be displayed. Okay, now in the second I will open another file, that is a second. Now I am opening the second file with browser. Okay, so I am opening it with Google Chrome. So if I open, I am getting the address right here. It is a second.html file. I am copying the address. After copying that, then I am coming here frames.html. Please observe here in which file I am doing frames.html notepad. Okay, in your editor only I am doing. Now I am copying the content and I am pasting. After pasting that, I am saving now. I am saving. After saving, I am opening my browser. It is my frame set, right? It is nothing to display, right? Now I am closing these two files. Okay. Now I am refreshing. It is not saved. Let me save once again. Okay. Now refresh it. It is not coming. So why it is not coming means, please observe in the frame set it should not consist of a body statement. Okay, if a body, this frame sets doesn't have body tags, it should be outside the body tags. It is always outside the body tags. Okay, so that is why we are not supposed to use body. And I am saving now and I am once again opening my browser and I am refreshing. If I refreshed, you are seeing this is my first.html file and this is your second.html file. Here it consists of a links. If I click, this link will be open here. If I click here, this link will be open here. Okay, please observe here. If I click third, this will be open here. If I click first, it will open here. If I click second, it will open here. If I click first, it will open here. If I click first, it will open here. Okay, where the hyperlinks exist, it will display like this. Okay, so then you have understand how to design the frames. If you want to design the frames, which tag we have to use? We have to suppose to use frame set. In the frame set, what are the attribute I am using? Calls attribute. So if you are using the calls means the frames the web pages are displayed in the form of column wise. Suppose if you made it as a rows, your web page will be displayed in the form of rows. Okay. In the frame set tag, it consists of a frame source tag. In the frame set tag, it consists of a frame source tag. Okay. Yes. So frame set attributes are rows and frame tag frame attribute is source tag. Okay. Now I'm saving this. Let me check how our browser now it will appear. It is appearing in the columns. If I made it as in a rows, now please check it. 30% is taking as in a row and rest 70% is taking as in another row. Okay. So likewise you can divide your frame sets. Okay. Now let us see the next concept. Here the frame set, the parent tag that defines the characteristics of this frame page. Individual frames are defined inside in it. So it is acting as a frame set tag, is a parent tag where you can use this information. And next one is a frame set calls. So you are representing by the columns information. Okay. And here frame source, here the frame source indicates, already we have explained in the frame set calls, you are taking the values as percental, hash percental comma star. Hash means you are specifying the number and star indicates the rest percentage. So here it is justified as in the first column I am taking as a 30% and the second column I am mentioning it as a 70%. Here the frame SRC is always specifies the location of web page to load in the frame. Which web page should be loaded in that location. Okay. Now we will see. I want to make row and column just like this. Your W3 schools. Okay. It is a row. It is 2 columns. 1 row, 2 columns. Suppose if you want to do like that, then we have to write the code with some little modification. Okay. If you did that little modification, it will happens. Okay. Now I will modify here it with another one by mentioning frame set rows is equal to, I'm mentioning 30% comma star, and I have to mention within double quotation bracket I have to use the frame src tag. Okay, I'm using the frame src tag. Let me copy the same thing and I will change the name of the file. Okay, so what is the name of the file? In browser table is there, right? I will use table.html. Let me open it. It is a table.html, right? Okay, I'm taking table.html and I'm pasting in here. I think it is a table.html. Just make it as a table.html. Yes, now just save it and once again open your browser. It is a frame set, right? Now refresh it. If you refresh, it is showing as a 3 rows. It is showing as 3 rows. Why? Because here you have not mentioned it as a calls. Calls specifies the columns, rows specifies the rows. Okay, now you just save it and once again come here and refresh it now. If you observe now, whatever the frame set you have mentioned in the row, it will be appeared in the row, and this row is taking as a 30% and this rest row is of a 70%, and in this rest 70% once again we have divided 2 frames. One is of a 30% and this is of a 70% of a columns. Okay, likewise you can do your frame sets, right? So hope you are understanding this concept, right? Here it is done like this. This content is displaying like this. So you can use in the frame set as rows as well as columns. Also you can specify some of the attributes of frame sets. Here the frame border and frame spacing is exist. Frame border and frame spacing. You just understand what is a frame border and frame spacing. Okay, so to do this we have to give the borders for our frames. Then we have to use the frame border attribute of a frame set and frame spaces. Then you have to use the attribute of frame spaces. Okay, so here the frame border you can specify with the number. A 0 value shows no window border. If you say the border modifies the border width by used by your browser. Here Netscape means browser, frame spacing means modifies the border width using by the Internet Explorer, your browser. Okay, so here it has done one program. Let me check. I will add this border, frame border as well as frame space. Let me add these three attributes in my program. Okay, let me add frame set. Border is 0. Let me make it as a 15. And frame border, it is a page border, frame set border, frame border, and I'm making it as a 20, and the frame spacing as 10. Okay, let me see what it will happen. I'm saving, I'm coming here, and I'm refreshing. So you are identifying some distance is there, frame spacing is there. You can freely resize. Okay, you can freely resize. Got it? Understood? So here the navigation is there. If you hold here, the cursor will turn for the resizing of the browser. Okay, now we'll see how to do that. Yes, now we are seeing this frame border, frame set border and frame border. Okay, so let me increase the size. We will see what is the frame border will happens if I give it as a 80 and frame border as 0. I'm giving the frame border as 0, frame set border as 80. Okay, let me save and open my browser. Whether it is visible, right? Yes, visibly. Now I'm refreshing. If I refresh, you are identify any changes. Now you are identifying the changes, right? What is the changes you are identifying? Frame set border as accepted, but frame borders as not accepted. Here the frame border as not there, right? Frame set border means the page border as accepted. Okay, but we do not know whether it is happens or not. Okay, got it? Yes, likewise it has taken the frame set border. Okay, so here the border as accepted. For example, if I make it as a 0 and if I make it as a 90, let me see what it will happens. Okay, now I'm refreshing. If I refresh, anything has happened? Nothing has happened. Okay, so to apply that, if you specify the value of a border and frame border as a 0 and some values, it doesn't accept. If you accept as a 90, now let us see what it will happen. So I'm saving now and I'm opening here and I'm refreshing. So please observe here the 90 space is there. While specifying the border, you can resize your web page. You can resize. Got it? Here the frame space is also there. You can resize. Got it? So if I make the frame spacing as a 10, instead of a 10, I will make it as a 85. Let us see frame to frame spaces will be happen. Okay, frame to frame spaces will be happen. This is one frame, this is one frame, and this is one frame. Till to here it is taking 85 pixels. Okay, so by using this concept, you can drag the borders of frames. Clear? So in the frame set, what are the attributes we are going to be using? One is border, and another one is a frame border, and another one is the frame spacing. And mainly we have to suppose to use either rows attribute as well as calls attribute. Got it? And now we'll see other things. Okay, now frame name and frame target. This is one of a very important concept we have to suppose to understand, right? Frame name and frame target. For example, please observe here, I'm taking your W3 school, right? Here it is divided one frame row, right, and two columns, row set, call set. Got it? If I click this link, where the link is opening, it is opening in this part, right? This is menu part and this is content part. So we have to naming this and we also naming this, then where to name it and how to display the content. Okay, so to do this, then we will go one sample example. Yes, let me see now this. I'm copying HTML for understanding purpose. I'm taking it as a adding one tag just for a little understanding purpose. Okay, h1 I'm giving our college name, St. Mary's College, Shirva, 574116. Just for our understanding purpose, I'm closing the h1 tag. Okay, I'm saving this file with 1.html. What is the name I'm storing? 1.html. Okay, please observe here 1.html. Where I'm storing? I'm storing in the desktop, not in the any folder. I'm storing in the desktop. I'm saving, right? Okay, now I'm saving as the same content for our understanding purpose only. I'm saving 2.html. 2.html. So here I'm doing Department of Computer Science. Department of Computer Science, CCINCE. Okay, so I have saved, right? Okay, now I will save this file with another name for our understanding purpose. Now courses.html. Okay, courses.html. I'm modifying here courses, right? I'm saving. Okay, let me close this. You will see our first file. I'm opening it with Chrome. Here it is showing St. Mary's College Shirva, and I'm opening this. It is showing Department of Computer Science, and I'm opening this. It is showing as a courses. It doesn't consist of any difficult matters. Okay, now I'm opening in this first HTML file. It is acting as a title. I want in this we want to place more HTML files. Okay, let me take one more notepad. I'm taking one more notepad. Let me open 1.html. Okay, I will take save as 3.html, 3.html, and I will make here it as a some content, right? BCA course is having wonderful career opportunity. Okay, so I have saved this 3 and I want to save one more file. It is a 4.html, and I'm saving now, and I will give it as a National Cadet Corps. Okay, yes, I'm saving now, and that's it. Okay, so how many files exist? 1 2 3 4 5. That is the course I have taken, right? Now let me do frame set and call set. For doing this, in the frame set we don't have body part, right? Let me open it with notepad. Okay, I'm modifying file, save as frame 1. I'm saving it as a frame 1. So here the body doesn't exist, and I'm removing this. Okay, head only it consists of a header tags. Frame set should not consist of a body tag. Now I'm writing the frame set rows is equal to 30% comma star. Okay, that's it. And for this I want to represent, right? Frame src is equal to, I have to take the address of first file. What is the address of, how to take the address of first file? Open with Chrome and copy the address bar. In the address bar we are having the address, copy it and paste here. Okay, yes, this is all for your understanding purpose. Clear? and next I'm taking frame set calls, not as in a rows. I'm taking frame set calls. Okay, COLS calls is equal to 30% and star, and I'm taking this same as we know what are the name of a file we have stored, right? I'm pasting 2 is enough, right? Okay, this is 2.html and this is 3.html. Let us take it, or else we will put blank here. We don't want to place this. I will delete this. I will just mention like this. Okay, let me save this and minimize it. Let me open this frame.html. We have to supposed to give it as a frame.html, frame1.html. You just press the save option and now minimize it and open the frame1 and open it with Google Chrome. So now you are seeing here, this is what this our first frame, this is our second frame, here the third frame, it is blank, right? Now what I have to supposed to do, I have to put the links here. I have to supposed to put links in which frame? Frame 2. This frame 2 is page 2, right? Got it? This is the page 2. Page 2 must consist of a course 3 and 4 hyperlinks. Okay, now what I am doing, I am opening my file. Which file I have to supposed to open? 2.html. I am opening 2.html file. So this is my file, right? So in this 2.html file, what are the links I have to supposed to place in Department of Computer Science? Course and other links I have to be placed. I have to supposed to place. Got it? Now for this, what I am doing is I am taking link tags. How to set the links? By using ahref blank, and you can give it as a course and you have to close the tab, right? Let me make it with a h1 for better vision. I'm closing h1, right? Let me see. I will save first and I'm coming here and I'm refreshing. So here the course is showing, but I have not given the path, right? If I click here, it doesn't open because I have not set any path. Got it? Here address is not specified. href stands for hypertext reference. So here what I am doing is I will give the course.html address. So if I want to give the course.html address, I have to open it with Google Chrome and copy and reduce and come here and paste now. Okay, so after pasting, then you just save it. Now you will see your browser, refresh it. Okay, let me close this. This is our browser, right? We don't want, right? Let me refresh it. If I click here, course page will be displayed in this area. Course page will be displayed in this area. Got it? So if whenever I click here, the content has to be displayed here. Whenever I click here, the content has to be displayed in the next frame. So for that, what we have to supposed to do is we have to open our frame file. So before that, let me give all the links. I am taking the links h1 and I am taking 3 web pages are there, right? I am saving. One is course 3 and 4, 3.html as well as 4.html. Let me save it as a 3.html and this is 4.html, right? Now let me save it. Just come here, browser, refresh it. We are getting the course, right? It is actually not a course. Here it is third. This is third and this is, what is the name supposed to give for the link? 4, the page which you have to supposed to open. Yes, now we are saving here. Okay, yes. Now what is our concept? Frame name and frame target. So whenever we are giving the name for your frames to display. Okay, we have to supposed to give the name for this frame and this frame. For this frame I am giving the name as a menu, and for this frame I am giving as a content. Where it is there, I have to open my which file? Frame file, not your second file. Okay, which file we have to open? We have to open frame.html file, frame1.html, right? Yes, I have opened. Here I am giving the name. What is the name I am giving? This is the name for the first file as menu. Okay, and for this I am giving the name as title. Name as title. Okay, here, yes. For which frame I have set the title as this. This is for the row. Okay, for second one I am mentioning as a menu, and for third one what I am specifying, name is equal to content. So now what is my aim? If I save and I am opening, this is frame1.html. Whenever I click this content, this menu, then it should be opened in content part. Where it has to be open? In content part. So to open the content part here in hyperlinks, where does this hyperlinks exist? This hyperlinks exist in second page, right? I'm opening the second page. File, open, page 2.html, right? 2.html is there. Here we have to suppose to set target. Target is equal to, okay. So what is the target area of our this content? What is the name we have given? Content, right? We have to suppose to mention the target as content. The target as content. Okay. So where the name attribute you have used in your frame sets, where the target you are using in hyperlinks. Got it? Yes. Let me make this target attribute in your href. If you are using the target attribute in your href, then what you are doing? You are setting the frames, right? Let me open my browser. Let me refresh it. Now let me check. If I click the course, it is opening here. It is not taken, right? If I click third, it is also opening here. If I click here, it is also opening here. So we had made a mistake. What is that mistake we have done? Let me check. Okay, it must in the link tag body is there, and we have to suppose to specify content. Target we are mentioning in hyperlink only. We are using base target, right? Got it? Here the frame set you are setting the name attribute. In the name, whether you have set the name attribute, let me open here. Target content. Let me open frame1.html file. Now you are seeing the content. Name attribute as content. Location we have specified, but if you see here, we made a mistake. What is that mistake? Please observe here. This name as given here, not here. You are not supposed to give here. Here it is menu, right? Here it is menu. So this menu will be displayed, and for the rest is also we have to suppose to give src is equal to blank and name is equal to content. Okay, content. Now let me check the address. I'm saving, I'm coming my browser, and I'm refreshing. Okay, if I click the course, where it is opening? The content part. If I click the third, where it is opening? In the content part. If I click the fourth, where it is opening? In the content part. Okay, so then what is the usage of a name and target attributes? Where we have to suppose to use the name attribute, and where we have to suppose to use the target attribute? If you are defining the frames in links part, you have to suppose to use the target attribute. In frames you have to use the name attribute. Okay, let me do once again this program. Okay, it is better to do always. Please observe here 1 2 course 3 4 and frame is there. Let me take frame also one file. I am defining one more file. Okay, I am taking notepad. In this I am writing the frame set. Okay, yes, HTML head title frame set title head. Whether frame set consists of, I'm doing the frame set, whether the frame set consists of uh, any body tag, no, right? Now let me take frame set rows is equal to 30% comma star. Okay, yes, afterwards you would write frame src double quotation blank, and you are giving the name as first dot. Okay, first. Okay, here the frame. No, I made a mistake, right? Is there any open with notepad frame set rows? That's all, right? Is there any names? No, right? Frame src, that's all only. Okay, I'm writing frame src blank. We have to supposed to give the address. Okay, I'm taking one more frame set calls is equal to 30% comma star double quotation, right? Now once again I'm taking the frames here, I'm pasting and I'm pasting, right? And now I'm closing the frame set, right? And I'm closing the HTML. I'm giving it as an I'm saving this. While saving, I'm giving in the desktop it as a frame2.html and save it. Okay, now come here. Okay, now we have to give the address. Suppose if I open this, what happens? Frame2 is there. If I open this with your browser, Google Chrome, it doesn't show anything. Is there any content we have placed? No, it has divided into 3 parts, first row and 2 columns. Got it? Clear? Yes. Now we want to specify the address. So to specify the address, I'm copying here. Please observe here 1.html file is there already. I'm taking that 1.html and 2.html files only. Now I'm specifying the source. Okay, I'm saving. Let me open here and refreshing. So whether 1.html file content is this one, right? It is displayed in the row, and I'm coming here and I'm placing here and I'm pasting frame.html. please observe here. Now observe here, frame1.html file is there. I have placed frame1.html here, and no, don't want to take the confusions. Let me make it as a course.html, and it is blank. Okay, let me save it. Yes, let me come here and refresh it. This is the course, right? And where the links files are exist, your links files are second.html, right? It is second.html, right? Let me open with notepad. No, it doesn't consist. Yes, it is consist. Open with notepad. This is our href files consist in notepad, right? Okay, then we have to supposed to mention 2. Please observe here. Okay, no problem. We will take. Let me take the same address and the second.html here. Same address. I'm pasting. Okay. Now I'm taking it as a 2.html. Please observe. Yes, I'm saving now. I'm coming here and I'm refreshing. So here it is there. If I click, it will open in next page, because you have to understand I have not mentioned any targets. Just I have set the frames. Okay, so let me interchange this concept. Okay, for this what I have to do, I have to type this course content here, second.html here, and course content here. Okay, yes, let me do save and come here and refresh it. Yes, now you are seeing the three part. If I click this, it has to be open here. If I click this, it has to open here. Where does this links are exist? In 2.html file. So if I click here, I have to name this part. Where to name this part? In frames only. Okay, and I have to name this part, name this part, and name this part. So for that, I'm opening frame 2 and I'm naming it, right? So what is the name I'm giving for this? This name is title. Okay, that's it. What is the name for this? This name is menu. I'm giving it as a menu. And for naming this, whether it is required, I will take the blank. Okay, it is not required, right? Let me take the blank. I'm saving. Okay, it is menu. No, mistaken. We have to take one more file. It is required, course.html. Here it is. We have to give the name as content. Okay, or anything, whatever it may be. You can give your name also, but you should know where you have to use the target attribute. Where we have to use the target attribute? In hyperlinks. Where does that hyperlinks exist? In your 2.html file. Got it? Yes. Now I am saving this file. After saving this file, it doesn't changes anything. It will come as it is. If I click, it will be opening new window. Okay, but it is already setted because we have taken the same names. So for this, what I am doing is I will change here. It is my name BCA, and I am doing here it is SMC. Okay, now let us see. Let me save it, and I'm coming here and I'm refreshing. So what is the name of this? BCA. And what is the name of this? SMC. Okay, if I click this, where to open? In SMC. Got it? So please observe here. You just understand this concept carefully by check this property. So menu, we don't want this. We are opening this file. Okay, now let me see what is the name of the content. This is the BCA and this is SMC. This is BCA and this is SMC. Okay, clear? This is BCA and this is SMC. So where the links exist? In second.html. This is a second.html file, right? Then here these are the hyperlink reference, right? In this we have to set the target. Okay, so for that, what I'm doing, I'm opening the second.html file, opening with notepad. I'm getting my notepad source code. Here already link tag is there. Here the target attribute is there. For target attribute, what I have to supposed to give? It is SMC. Second part is SMC, right? So target attribute supposed to be used in your link tag, and it has to be given as SMC, and it is supposed to be given as SMC. Okay, because in that portion you have to display. I'm saving now, and I'm opening my file. Is it my file? Yes, I'm refreshing. Now if I click here, where to supposed to open? In this part. What is the name of this? SMC. What is the name of this? BC. What is the name of this? Title. Okay, if I click here, it is displaying. Third, it is displaying. Fourth, it is displaying. Fourth, it is displaying. Third, fourth. Got it? You should do more practice. If you do only the practice, then you can understand this concept. Otherwise, you won't understand this concept. Okay, thank you for listening, and you just try to practice it. Okay, if you have any doubts, please put in a WhatsApp, or you just personal message me. I will give the solutions. Thank you. We will see in the next class.